morning. Welcome back, everybody. I just wanted to say a few words about the resolution that we should be passing in a few minutes' time. This is a technical resolution, which means it's short. It concentrates solely on the authorization, and the authorization is of the substantive UN monitoring mission that will go in to Hodeidah to verify what is happening on the ground in the wake of the agreements that were established at Stockholm. So it's an important moment. It enables the UN to build up the substantive mission. There's an interim mission there at the moment under General Kamat, as you know. As far as the situation on the ground goes, there has been a welcome de-escalation around Hodeidah, but there are still provocative acts being carried out, particularly by one of the parties. So it's very important that those cease and that all the parties continue to cooperate fully with the UN envoy and that we get on with making the Stockholm agreements as watertight and achievable and get them implemented as best we can. I just wanted to pay tribute again to the UN, to Martin Griffiths, to Mark Lowcock, to General Kamat for driving this forward, of course, with the backing of the Secretary-General. So it is by no means the end of the story. This is going to be a very important issue for 2019, but hopefully with the deployment of the substantive mission, we can start to make progress on the ground.
Ambassador, the parties are supposed to gather in Amman for this prisoner exchange, and still there's squabbling. How important is this prisoner exchange in the whole process?
Well, the prisoner exchange is one of the confidence-building measures that the Special Envoy has negotiated. So it's a very important part because it shows good faith and it was part of the agreements reached in Stockholm, and confidence building is good in its own, on its own merits. I don't want to say where it comes in a hierarchy because I don't think it works like that. Confidence building measures are meant to engender trust so that you can then make progress on the big political issues.
And the peace talks, Madam Ambassador, it seems that it's delayed now, the peace talks. Do you think that the Council should send a clear message to both parties to engage with Mr. Griffiths on peace talks and the next round of peace talks?
Well, the Special Envoy, Mr. Griffiths, explained this when he came to the Security Council last week, and he said things were not quite ready for the next round of talks. So I think it's better to talk about it being not quite ready, and he continues his efforts to get preparations to the best possible level before reconvening the talks. But I think that's more of a technical issue. So, we continue to take our cue from the Special Envoy on that.
Thanks. Yeah, you just spoke about your opening remarks about making the Stockholm Agreement watertight. That might have been a reference to the disagreement in Hodeidah right now, which is that the Houthis and the government disagree over the terms of the agreement when it comes to who the local security forces are that they're meant to be handing over authority to. The resolution doesn't address this issue. Why?
Well, just to go back a bit, watertight is probably a very ambitious word in this context, so it's probably one that you shouldn't hold me to exactly. It's about codifying and solidifying what was agreed at Stockholm and making sure there's a common interpretation of it, and that's one of the things that General Kamat is doing in respect of the ceasefire. This resolution was always designed to be a technical resolution. It concentrates solely on the authorization of the UN substantive monitoring mission. That was its role. It's possible the Council will want to address these other issues at a later stage, but it wasn't the purpose of today's resolution. Thank you very much, everybody.
I take this opportunity to ask a question about Syria. President Trump and Erdogan agreed on a creation of a safe zone. Can you tell us what is the UK position about this?
Well, we're following developments closely. Syria is very important for our national security as well as other partners. But I don't want to comment specifically on the safe zone issue because I haven't seen the proposals in detail. But just to say that for the UK, as for France, what happens in northeast Syria remains very important for our security. Thank you, everybody. See you later.